All right, guys, welcome to my channel. No, I'm just kidding. Excuse me. Um, we're gonna give everyone a few minutes to get logged in because class doesn't start until 1. There's a quiz on Google Classroom from our reading. So if you guys want to get started on that, you can. I'm gonna read through each question starting at 1 o'clock. All right, so far I have Isaiah, Leslie, Raph, Quan, you're here, but it's probably because you missed first period class, so I'll mark you here. And Chris Lee. I also posted attendance in our Google Classroom too. Yep, Chris Lee, you can hit submit when you're finished. For some more people to get logged in, okay? So you should be writing that you are here in the Google Classroom. You should be saying here in our classroom chat. And you're taking your quiz that's on Google Classroom. Yeah, Raf, you can submit. Hey, Raf, while you're here, Mr. Clocus and Miss Block were wondering if you could send them a message on Remind or an email or something. They're trying to get a hold of you. Hey, Yasmin, I'm going to start writing down attendance so Miss Sui can put it in, okay? Hey, Yaziah. Hey, Christian. If you guys can let other people know to get on, I just sent a remind. Did I post the next day? Yes. It should say day 11. Hey, Sui. So one more time, if you're logged in, say here in the chat, put your attendance in Google Stream, take the quiz. Catherine, if your Wi-Fi is having an issue, guys, look into the Wi-Fi service that the school posted. It is free while we're dealing with this issue across our country. So if you're having Wi-Fi issues, check that out. Just a sec. Oh. Can we use Zoom? Yeah, if it went well for math, we're gonna have a meeting today with the 7th grade team, and I can definitely switch us over to Zoom if you guys liked that better. So you guys liked it, it was good. Emmanuel, it worked better. Cool, well, I can switch over to that starting as soon as tomorrow, as long as everybody has it downloaded and that attendance was good. All right, so far, guys, we only have 9 people here, and it's 1 o'clock, so we're gonna have tomorrow not here. If you can text anyone to let them know to get in here. I see Alex has let me know. Hey, Kevin, I got you. So if you guys scroll up through the chat, you'll see my directions. I said we're just doing it for the first, 5-10 minutes. You are right in Google Classroom as well. Like I've seen you do that in your science class and social studies today. And then you are taking a quiz. It's just based on our reading from Friday and yesterday. Mike, I gotcha. Good job, Uzziah. Hey, Isaac. Good to see you, dude. All right, guys. I'm gonna start to put attendance down for Power School. So if you hear somebody's name and you know that they are here, or you know that they're busy right now or they can't be here, let me know. Hey, Anthony, it's Michelas. God, I could hear you saying that, Anthony. All right, here we go. Our attendance. I saw Uzziah. I saw Yasmin. I saw Isaiah. I saw Kathy. Brian. Does anyone know where Brian is at? It's going on my missing list. Yeah, Catherine, turn it in when you can. All right. Chris Lee is here. Mike Castro is here. Ronnie. Anybody got eyes on Roniel? Carlos. Anyone eyes on Carlos? Gulia, she was late to the party yesterday, so maybe she's just late getting here. Raf, they're just turning in their quiz. It says Act 2, Scene 4. And if you missed the reading, you can catch up and submit it a little bit later. Kev, I see that you're here. Jada, anyone eyes on Jada Hancock? Emmanuel is here. King, I did not see King. Devin, I did not see Devin. Josiah, I did not see Josiah, but I did see him on his other classes, so let's make sure he gets into this stream. You know what? I'll post the link onto Classroom because maybe some people are just in Google Classroom and they're not understanding. Yeah, Brian says here. He's not in the chat. Here we go. We're missing Jolena. Christian is here. Leslie is here, right? Oh no, I haven't seen Leslie yet. Leslie, are you here, buddy? Raphael, Miss Block is the only person that's in here. There is no Elvis or Justin just yet. Good job, Brian. I got you. Anybody have eyes on Derek either? I haven't seen Derek. All right, Leslie, I see you. Stevie. That's my dog. Oh, there's my other dog. Going to be annoying. Guys, come back, please. All right. So it's officially been 10 minutes. I said that was going to be my limit for attendance. Raf, if you didn't get any of the quiz questions, it's probably because you've not been able to log in and check in with us over the last day or two, right? Friday, I don't know if you were there, and yesterday you weren't there. So take the practice one and Spark Notes, read the summaries, y'all will be okay. Missouri for attendance, we can mark absent. I'll put the following students in unless they show up by the end. So we have Raniel, Carlos, Jada, Devin, Josiah, Alina, sorry, I'm just doing initials now, Derek, Elvis, Justin. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next part of the class, which is day 10 notes. So I know that's going backwards a little bit, but it looks like only 15 of you turned your notes in, okay? You're right, I don't think Julia is, put Julia as absent as well, unless she's gonna get here. So we did have class yesterday, and I know some of you had issues attending because you were picking up technology from school or you were doing some preparedness stuff with your family. And I totally understand. Oh, Julia's here, great. So I am gonna obviously give you some more time to work on that. But if I say your name right now, it means that you did not hit submit on your notes, okay? So that me and them, we know all of this. Emmanuel, Jolina, Julia, Justin, King, Mike, and Raniel. So a lot of those people aren't here right now. Oh, hey, Jada. Yep, we'll mark you present. I just wrote it down. Thank you, Miss Black. King is a paper copy. So to be honest, guys, I sent home paper copies of The Outsiders thinking that this was a shorter time period, but now that we're, kind of in this place where we're figuring things out, I've decided that I'm going to continue doing Romeo and Juliet with the people who are able to work live with me. So for now, that's kind of how I'm moving forward. So I hope you guys can bear with me on that. For day 10, I just wanted to quickly go over in yesterday's notes, what was like the most important thing that happened in yesterday's reading? What's like our most important conversation between two characters? Thank you, Miss Black. Miss Sui is also, I think, reminding students because she did that first period. Nope, Catherine, the class won't be any like longer. I just, instead of, stopping midway through this book, I think what's best is for us to kind of keep going. So that's what I'm gonna do for the time being. Yes, okay, thank you for answering the question. So we have a bunch of people saying the most important conversation yesterday in the reading happened and the nurse. And what should we have taken away from that as the reader? Like we listened to them talk. What information did we get? Hey, Derek. Thanks for joining us. And guys, here's the reading for today if you want to start opening. So just bear with it, and eventually, right, you guys can go and rewatch the class if you need to. I will be trying Zoom tomorrow. Isaiah is the first one to answer the question, and he is correct. Isaiah says that the biggest takeaway we should have got from yesterday is that the nurse is beginning to trust Romeo. How did we know that our nurse was trusting Romeo? Hey, Josiah, I got you. I marked you here. Yes, Alex is right. She did say like bless you, and like she was hoping he was gonna be okay and safe and good. There was another thing that happened. Brian, good job. Yeah, she lets Romeo know some details about Paris. Catherine, you got it too. Yasmin, you got it. And Anthony, our 8th grader, who's here to give you some help. Yes, she is gonna help Juliet to meet with Romeo. Cool. So we're gonna read today and start day 10. I'm so sorry. Start day 11. Can anyone let us know what our do now is today? Because I think my favorite part of class that we're still trying to like keep up with is, and hey, Jolina. And see how you're doing live. Thank you, Isaiah. Thanks, Josiah. You guys just copy and pasted. That's exactly what I want. So how is your setting? Your setting. So right now I'm in like a closet, an office space in my apartment that I never use. How that impact your day and your day-to-day life? Where are you right now? Um, is it somewhere you don't normally hang out? Is it feel weird for you to be doing classwork in this space? So you should be writing your journal there. The second question was about characters, right? When I say characters, I mean the people in your life that are around you right now. You guys just saw that my pets were in the room. Those are two changing my day-to-day life. I have to typing and we'll All right, so Derek, don't have any do nows started yet. I'm trying to open up everybody's and kind of look at it. If you want me to read your journal, let me know. Yeah, Mike, open yours up right now. Thank you for offering. I know that it can feel weird to be in this class when you guys can't like share out and talk like you would in normal class. So these are the ways that we can do that, okay? All right, Mike's journal for today. Brianna said, hi, Miss Mitch. Brianna who? Which Brianna? Wait, Mike, your journal actually is similar to Mario's today. Mike said, I'm at Mario's house. So that's his setting to borrow some Wi-Fi, some Wi-Fi. It is just a normal day. And I don't know what else to tell you, but doing schoolwork at home is better than doing it at school. Mario's really annoying though with that bell. The museum. He plays around too much and he keeps ringing this bell. So Mike still has a few lines. As you guys can see, it's not 10 lines, but he definitely told me a setting in a different location than he normally is. And the character that's impacting most right now is Mario. Okay. All right. Anybody else want me to read their journals? I know there's so much lag. We'll try Zoom tomorrow and see if it helps things. I think it's because I'm live and I'm not recording the lessons ahead of time. But yeah. Or it could be the fact that my wife and I are working from home and every person in this apartment building is. And guys, when you're done this attendance chat, and there's only 20 of us here. So again, if Raniel, Carlos, Jada said she was here, I think. King, Devin, Elvis, and Justin. If any of those people are here, you should say. So I took attendance through your chat, but I also need everybody to send me a quick message on Remind. I'm sorry, the Wi-Fi is bad. I'm gonna reset it, TV and stuff. Maybe that will help. Um, can everybody just take a second if you're done your journal to send me a message on Remind? Because I'm missing about 5 or 6 students on Remind at this point instead of just sitting down and making a huge list. So please send me a message on Remind. My username is Michener. Thank you. I got Chris, please. You guys hear that noise? Oh, Brianna. Brianna Martin, what's up? I miss her. That was like my first class, Josiah. I think that was like my first year ever at PRCS. I used to let her class and come upstairs and play Monopoly and stuff. Ask her if she remembers that. So random. Thank you, Julia, for spreading the word for us. You guys are great. Like, this only is going to work if we can all kind of have a few people we reach out to and communicate with to try to make sure they're online. All right. Alex, second is my current setting is my room because it's quiet and I have the Wi-Fi all to myself. That's what I need right now too. My day is normally really loud because of running around the place screaming their lungs out. Then my usually busy cooking, cleaning, or taking care of the baby. And then I'm in my room talking to my friends or to my boyfriend. How's doing? My little brother Daniel was trying my brother Lewis to play with him because he's lonely, doesn't want to play with my little sister. It's a little understandable. Yeah, they're probably feeling so this is probably the length we should be shooting for. And again, Alex talked about both things: character, daily life that are impacting her, and setting. He's good. I'm glad to hear it. All right, 2 shares is probably enough. My phone is blown and you're doing what I asked you to, which is to make sure that you're saying hey on Remind. I will find out who I'm missing. So Emmanuel, Christian, Zaya, Alex, Chris Lee, Mariani just messaged. Mariani wants she can go get a Chromebook. Miss Block, are you still in here? Is the school only open 8 to 10 or 11? Trying to answer. She's probably gone. It's open till 10. Okay, I think I just told her 11 because 8 to 10. Sorry. All right, I'll tell her to go up and grab a Chromebook tomorrow. All right, guys. So far we've taken attendance. We've checked that our reminders. We added Miss Michener. We took a quiz. And if you didn't do well, remember you can retake it. You can check out SparkNotes. Today's really going to be easy. So all I'm grading is the do now, number 1 and number 2. A really short scene, but the notes for today cover 2 scenes. And while we're at home, I really just want to be doing 1 scene a day, just to make sure we're taking things nice and slow and that everybody is sure of what's happening in the text. Okay? So just to show me that you guys are done your do now and you're ready, can everybody go to question 1 in today's notes and just copy the question chat? Listening for today. Mike already has the answer, probably because you and Mario work together on it. Oh, I can't have these on with my light ring. You guys can see it. Yep, Alex has the question. It says, what Shakespeare suggests about love? So right in the first part today, Shakespeare is going to comment about love, and we need to cite that evidence, okay? You need to read along. That's the link. And I will also put it in our stream so that if you are alive, you know what's going on. All right, kiddos, we ready to read? We're good to go? Yep, you all have the question so that you know what you're all listening for. As soon as you hear it, or if you're reading along with me, this is a shared workspace right now. It's like open time for us to collaborate. So if you hear evidence, share it with the whole class so that everybody's getting number one written down, okay? All right, I need my book. So we are on Act 2, Scene 4. 5. 5. Act 2, Scene 5. If you're following along, I threw the link in the chat so you can follow along. And you should be, because you have to say evidence, and I'm probably not doing the voice as well. You could be reading out loud at home with me. Thanks, Alex. Thanks. Help, Kathy. All right. Juliet is sitting at home in this scene, and she's waiting for our nurse to return with news. Like, what did Romeo say? Does he like her? What's going to happen? Okay. Here we go. Juliet. I sent the nurse at 9 o'clock. Maybe she can't find him. That can't be. Oh, she's slow. Love's messengers should be thoughts, which fly 10 times faster than sunbeams. I think I just heard the word love. So we can start to answer our first question. What is Shakespeare trying to tell us about love? Love's messengers should be thoughts, which fly 10 times faster than sunbeams. Christian says, where are we? Christian, you are reading along at a link I just provided. We're in the first like 3 sentences. That's all we read. So guys, what does that quote mean? What should happen when somebody loves somebody else? Can you hear me now? People should get married when they're in love. Is that what the line says? Put the mic closer. Isn't this like ASMR or something? When people are in love, they should be able to tell their thoughts and not just be prohibited to tell the lover face to face. Yeah, I think what Shakespeare's trying to say is that when you care about someone, right, they should know of those feelings quickly. When you have love, you should be able to share that back and forth quickly. Right now, Romeo and Juliet can't do that. They're speaking through other characters. Hey, Mike, I'm going to delete that. And moving forward, guys, we're trying to only text and write comments about what we're reading, because this is kind of some of the stuff that slows down this process. Julia, the question was, we're on question 1 for day 11. The question is, what is Shakespeare trying to tell us about love on the first page? And we said that messages of love should be spread quickly was our answer. I'll copy and paste the question in the chat. If it uploads. Can somebody else copy and paste the question here so Julia knows? Oh, that's not what I meant. Okay. Well, we're going to keep reading because even if you don't like that piece of evidence, there's going to be a statement about love. All right. To push shadows over dark hills. That's why doves carry Venus so fast. That's why Cupid has wings that let him fly as fast as the wind. Now it's noon. It's 3 hours since 9 o'clock, but she hasn't come back. If she was young and passionate, she'd move as fast as a ball. My words would bounce her to my sweet love, and his words would bounce her back to me. But a lot of old people act like they're already dead, sluggish, slow, fat, colorless, like lead. All right, this is the last statement about love. What does Shakespeare say the difference is between young people and love and old people? Bruh, she's calling her old. Yeah, she definitely is. Christian's coming for my Wi-Fi. Thank you. So what's the difference between old people in love and young people in love? Young people move how? Brian says, old people act like they're dead, sluggish, slow, fat, colorless like lead. That's the text evidence, but I'm asking you, like, what does that mean? Young people move fast. Yeah, especially in love. Think about it. Especially when y'all start dating when you're in like fourth, fifth grade. You're like, I love him. Like, you just met him. You don't actually know him. You haven't actually gone out with him. You don't know what that is, right? Old people aren't quick with love messages, but young people are. Yeah. Young people get to the point and they go fast. Older people move slower. Yep. So that's the second point Shakespeare makes about love. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. I'll try not to read and be going too fast here. And I'll copy and paste the Shakespearean evidence for you so you know what to use. So our first piece of evidence you could use for number one in Shakespearean, in Elizabethan, is this. We said the first thing Shakespeare said is that messages of love should move quickly. Seriously, your head hurts? Girl, my head hurts. Talking for 3 hours every day instead of having you guys talk and read. Definitely never going to take you for granted again in the classroom. All right. The second quote that you could use for number one that we just talked about are this one's a little longer, so sorry that it took so long. Paste. No? Stop complaining, Julia. Christian's probably freaking out. This is the second quote you guys could use. I had to break it to two because you have a limit on how much you can type in YouTube. But this is the second quote. We said that young people love quickly and urgently, while old people, take their time and they don't rush. Josiah, we're still on question one. Which one is that quote? That quote is just a second option that you could pick for number one. Also tells us that young people are more urgent with love than old people. But if you want to use both, you're great. It's overachieving. All right, thumbs up, ready to move on. I'm trying so hard to not rush. And it's really hard. Or any emoji that you would like to send. Thumbs up. Ali's ready. Catherine's ready. The second question for today, this is the last thing we're answering. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it nice and relaxed today. why is the nurse so important right now to the events of the story? Okay. So, you guys, I'm sure without me even reading any more of the play, I'm sure all of you could give me an answer here. Why is the nurse such an important character? She's the GOAT. She's the OG. She's the MVP. She's our favorite character. But why is she so essential to this story? Jasier, why are you here? You came to NYU this morning. Julia says that the nurse is so essential because she brings Romeo and Juliet together. Yeah, she's in the process of that. Are there any other reasons why the nurse is important? She's a messenger. Yes, Alex. Do we answer here? Yeah, I was asking for your feedback before I started to read. Julia said she's important because she's going to help them get married and live happily ever after. Yeah, right. Do you know Romeo and Juliet? That's not what's going to happen. All right. I'm going to keep reading, listening for a quote that shows what Alex and Julia are saying here. What quote proves that the nurse is an important character in this scene? Yeah, she is trustworthy, Mike. I agree. Mom said you did not said it here, so okay. Jesse, or did you come to the first period and hand your work in and stuff? Because then you can stay here if you need to catch up. Stewie, can you call him real quick? Make sure he's okay. All right. The nurse comes back in. Oh my God, here she comes. Oh, sweet nurse, what news do you bring? Have you spoken to him? Send your man away. Peter, wait for me at the gate. Now, good sweet nurse, oh Lord, why do you look so sad? Even if the news is sad, tell me with a smile on your face. If the news is good, you're ruining the sweet news by playing a trick with your sour face like that. I am tired. Leave me alone for a minute. Oh, my bones ache so much. I've been running all over the place. I wish you had my bones and I had your news. Come on now, I beg you. Speak, good nurse. Sweet Jesus, you're in such a hurry. Can't you wait a moment? Don't you see that I'm out of breath? How can you be out of breath when you have enough breath to tell me you're out of breath? The excuse you make to delay the news is longer than the news itself. Is the news good or bad? Answer the question. Tell me if it's good or bad, and I'll wait for the details. Tell me so I can be satisfied. Is it good or bad? How is Juliet acting right now? What words could we use to describe her character? Anxious, pushy, nervous. Alex using all the words here, yep. Needy, yeah. Hyper, rude, forceful. Great words, guys, yeah. She's like is exhausted and she did her a favor. And as soon as she gets in the door, that's all she cares about, right? We're getting to the evidence now, so just be listening. How do we know what the nurse's job is in this story? Why is she so important? All right, nurse. And guys, what page on the Spark Notes are we in? Just for some people that are lost. I think we're on 2. Yeah, we're on page 2. If you're in the Spark Notes reading with us, which you should be. Thanks, Brian. All right. The nurse responds and says, "You have made a foolish choice. You don't know how to pick a man. Romeo? Not him. Though his face is more handsome than any man's, and his legs are prettier, and as for his hands, feet, and body, they're not much to speak of, and yet they're beyond compare. He's not the most polite man in the entire world, but believe me, he's as gentle as a lamb. Well, do what you want. Be good. Have you had lunch yet?" Did the nurse give Juliet any response from Romeo yet? Guys, it's okay if I'm lagging or loading. It'll pop back. Yeah, the nurse is saying that he is handsome, and Brian's right. She's not giving Juliet anything that Romeo has said out loud. She's just giving her Romeo. She's making her wait for it. All right, Juliet says, "No, I haven't had lunch. Everything you told me I already knew. What does he say about our marriage? What about that?" Lord, what a headache I've got. My head is pounding. It feels like it'll break into 20 pieces. My back aches too. All the time. She's like, "My neck hurts. Rub my shoulder." Right? That's what the nurse is reminding me of right now. It says I'm lagging. I know. It just alerted me at the top. Oh, on the other side, my poor aching back. Curse your heart for sending me running all over town. I could get sick and die. Juliet said, "Believe me, I'm sorry you're in pain. Sweet, sweet nurse, tell me, what did my love Romeo say?" "Your love says, like an honorable gentleman who's courteous, kind, handsome, and I believe virtuous. Where's your mother?" "Where is my mother? Why, she's inside. Where else would she be?" "Your answer is so strange. Your love says, like an honorable gentleman. Where is your mother?" "Oh, Holy Mary, Mother of God, are you this impatient? Come on, you're being ridiculous. Is this the cure for my aching bones? From now on, take care of your messages yourself." So, what is the purpose and the point of our nurse in this play? Like, what is the reason why she's here? I'm gonna turn the page so I have it. I think we're on 3 or 4 right now. Yep, I got it. Messenger, good. And Catherine, I agree. I don't blame Juliet anymore. She's taking forever. Her purpose is to build up tension and emotion. I mean, yeah, she's making Juliet really upset. So the nurse's purpose is obviously to be a messenger, and this is the first time in this section that the author is showing us that. And we are almost done the reading, guys. So we're just going to take it to the end. And if you have any questions, you should be asking because you will have, another quiz on this section tomorrow. Juliet says, "You're making such a fuss. Come on, what did Romeo say?" The nurse asks, "Do you have permission to go to confession today?" "I do." "Then hurry up and rush over to Friar Lance's cell. There's a husband who's waiting to make you his wife. So our marriage is coming up really soon. Now I see blood rushing to your cheeks. You blush bright red as soon as you hear any news. Go to church. I must go a different path to get you a rope ladder. Your love will use it to climb to your window while it's dark. I do the drudge work for your pleasure, but soon you'll be doing wife's work all night. Go. I'll go to lunch. You go to Friar Lawrence's cell. Wish me luck. Thank you, dear nurse." All right. We are done. Some of you are asking, do you move on to game time? No. So my issue was that Misui and I noticed half the class didn't submit notes from day 9 and 10. So that's why all we did today was our do now, number 1, number 2 only. And the rest of the time that you have today, making sure that your notes are up to speed where you should be. Make sure all of the Google form quizzes are filled out. And yeah, just make sure you're checking in with your teachers. That's all I wanted to do today. And Dennis came here. Why? Do you guys need anything else from me? We're about 50 minutes in. To be honest, this is how long I would normally be teaching, and then I'll tell you to go to your exit ticket for the last 10 minutes of class. Julia says we only do the do now. Nope. We're doing day 11, do now, number 1, number 2. I was here, I just didn't feel like typing. Justin, you got to prove it, man. Moving forward, guys, I am going to have more requirements for making comments with someone or a small comment. I need to see that you're participating. Yeah, Julia, you did a great job. Uzziah, you definitely hopped in and answered some questions. Do we do the rest of the slides? No, don't do the rest. We will read that tomorrow. So for now, make sure everything up until day 10 or day 11 is submitted. Because we're going to catch up on some grades and talk tonight. Christian says, I know I did a good job. Yeah, you did. All right, I am sure. Do you guys have any other questions for me? How did today go? Is there any feedback you want me to give teachers? We're having a meeting at 5. Is there anything you need me to address or bring up or concerns? Got any shout outs? I hate myself. You're all following me on TikTok. You saw my one that went like viral today. Another friend of mine in another school asked me to do his classwork. Don't, because your other friend in your other school needs to get their education while this craziness is happening. What opinion of all this corona thing? My opinion is that everything's wild, and I ask Miss Black a million questions a day, and Mr. Morgan and Mr. Clokus. My number one concern is y'all, and I'm counting down the days until I can greet you out the door and hug y'all, and that's my biggest issue right now. So I miss you. To make it clear, do we do the exit ticket? Nope, just do now, number 1, number 2. There's no water anywhere. Carlos, what do you mean? You don't have water in your house right now? Art wasn't clear. Catherine, I will get back to you and we'll meet. I'll talk to Miss Capish tonight. All right, bye, Jada. Carlos, if stuff is empty, it's going to start to be refilled soon. To be honest, people didn't need to stack up on like cases of water, and people just overreacted in that way. So just be patient. Stuff will be stocked and stores are going to remain open. Yes, Julia. Yes. Yeah, and Julia's right. Boil tap water, if you're worried about it. Justin said, wait, there was artwork. Yeah, there's an assignment. I got for like the rest of the year. This one woman had gallons of milk. I saw that too, Catherine. You saw that? It's like a picture or video. All right, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna do my work. Good live stream. Thanks, Carlos. Okay, just making sure. Justin, are you asking where the artwork is? There's an art Google Classroom. You need the class code. I don't honestly even know if I'm on it. Does anyone have a code for art? So we can tell Justin. I think I sent it to everyone on Remind. Bye, I miss you too, Josiah. Art for your class is A4 WILOM. How to do gamer things and watch feuds. Again, if anyone hears from Raniel, King, Devin, and Elvis. That is the only people that I was missing. Well, Julia, you can go on and watch Hey Miss Mitch. Went viral today. I told y'all. It's a good one. All right, bye, Derek. All right, do you guys have one more class though, right? Oh no, this is the last class. All right, all your work should be submitted by 4:30, I think, for all your classes. Uh, well, I'll post it in Classroom so you can see it. All right, yeah, go take a nap. Bye, guys. Miss you very much.